All right, so here's a question we get. How much does it pay to have Verizon put a cell tower on your property or on my property? And I can tell you not much, especially if you're in like Nebraska or Alabama or Mississippi or any other flyover state that they kind of look at as second-class citizens, in my opinion, because hey, those Verizon phones are so much cheaper in Nebraska than they are in like New York City. Wait a second. Verizon phones cost the same in Nebraska and Alabama and Mississippi and Wyoming and Idaho. But here's the deal. They at Verizon and really the other carriers, but I'm going to focus on Verizon just because they're such wonderful people. And I actually am a Verizon customer. I've been with them for 10 years because they have the best network in my opinion. But they still, think that people in flyover America are gullible enough to sign a lease for $500 or $400 or $200 or $300 or $600 or $700 with like 1% rent increases every 5 years or every year or 0%. And you know what? I'm shocked every time I see one of these proposals of a Verizon cell site where they expect the property owner just to roll over for them and take the deal just because they gotten a few people that were desperate for money to sign crappy leases with 0% rent increases or 1%. I mean, hey, if Verizon has a tower and AT&T or T-Mobile or Dish or somebody wants to hop on that tower, do you think those carriers, those tenants, have to pay, they have 1% rent increases on their master leases? I don't think so. It's got to be at least 3%, and that's what you should be getting if you have a Verizon lease. So it's almost not even about the money. They're gonna get less rent in these more rural areas. I get that. It's not San Francisco Bay Area or Northern New Jersey or Long Island or whatever, but still, it's a Verizon cell phone plan costs the same, regardless of where you are, right? If you're with a Verizon, you're going to pay the same amount. I mean, I know what my bill is every month. It's crazy, right? And they don't charge me less down here in the Florida Panhandle, right? And they charged me when I lived in Idaho. They charged me the same amount of money, for the family plan, right? So, but I've seen some of these leases in Idaho, for example, that were like $500 a month. I've seen lower than that. So, what are you going to get from Verizon? Unless you have a rooftop, now that's a totally different story. But if it's a ground lease, they're going to come in with a pretty low offer again, unless you're in like Bergen County, New Jersey, or the areas I'm talking about, these major metropolitan areas, these growing metro areas like Austin, like Nashville, places like that where Denver, Boulder, places where the zoning is getting tougher and it's harder to get one of these things built. So that's where you see the higher pricing on some of these things. But there's other properties available to just go there. And really with the state of things in the economy right now, there's people that are desperate for money, and they know that, and unfortunately that works against the property owner. So if there is, site of equal value from a radio frequency perspective, they're going to go there if it's cheaper. And that's just what it is. So if you need any help, you have questions about a Verizon wireless lease proposal on your property, give us a call at Tower Genius. Our number is 888-313-9750, or visit us at towergenius.com.